So in this video, I want to talk about, creativity and art and in the world and within yourself. I'm gonna start about the world, creativity. Like I know as I see it every day, like from something small, like, something small like what, you could say like a chair, It might be you might have a nice chair in your house that might be a nice color or might be a different type of shape. Creativity, and that's creative. And you could look at that like, dang, that's a nice chair. I want to see if I could, make my own. Or let me design my own piece of paper, and put the colors in it with, crayons or, color pencil. Or maybe even, build it with wood, go to wood shop, build it, or, even design it on like a graphic design, board and on animation, what I'm saying? Something like that. That's creativity. The way you thinking, thinking of new ideas, thinking of, paying real close attention to the details and, trying to create your own version of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it becomes art. You know what I'm saying? For example, you might have a blank piece of paper, and then you think in your mind, what do I want to draw today? You start drawing. Be like, what is this? But it looks nice. You're like, oh, and then you start, you might start, you know what? Let me let me redefine the picture. Let me use you know, maybe a Sharpie too, make it like kind of make the lining kind of more thicker and more bold to the, the appearance of the picture. Use your creativity to, use your mind to create something, creativity, and that becomes art. Art, you know. Um, Man, like in school, I wish I took more art classes and really pay more attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do that, you start getting to you start improving your creativity. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I know I can make this. I know I know the picture is nice, but let me add something that might put a pizzazz to it, or like a, like a pop to it. You know what I'm saying? It's important. So let's say okay, now let's talk about the world. Let's say you're going for a walk, or you technically driving the car, or you go on the train, or you go on the bus, and you notice, a store sign. The store sign might look, crazy to you. Might look crazy or great or unique to you. It might have a certain shade of color that you never seen before, or the font of it is, intrigues you. I think that was creative. How they use that font to, to showcase their storefront. I'm interested. I want to go in the store and see what's about, or the store might have a cool title, or might have a cool name. You might go in and you go in there and it's, you see all these cool things. Like, oh wow, it's cool. It's creative. I want to. Oh, you might see a piece of clothing, or like even like a book bag, or even like a hat or a keychain. It's like, damn, that's cool. Let me take this for the road. That's creative. I never seen nothing like that. Let me see how much it costs. Let me buy it. Take it home, and you start, and then you have it, and then you go home, and you have it in your hand, or use it. You're like, damn, it's really creative. Let me start looking this up. You start seeing whatever you bought, like the type of product you bought. You start looking it up, like for more design. You see more designs, like, oh my gosh, I need to buy more of them. More of them. I need to buy more of them. You know, and then you buy more of them. Now you have a whole collection. And now you see the whole collection. You see the art. And now in your head, it's like, you know what? How can I make something similar to this? Or how can I design one myself? That's when your creativity comes in. And you're like, oh, you know what? Let me sketch an idea. Let me sketch an idea out. Got it. Or let me customize one of my own. Got it. Kind of like when you might customize a shoe, you might customize a hat, you might customize, you might customize anything. You might customize, your notebook. You know what I'm saying? That's a creativity. That's art. We all have that in us. You know what I'm saying? It's important to pay attention to details and, also widening your not just mind, you're just widening your inspiration. Anything you can inspire from and create with it and make it art for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can hang your wall, sometimes you can use it, sometimes you could put on display. When you create, it's art, creativity. Peace.